Greetings to the South Africans, comrades and combatants. Democratic centralism reminds me of the early years when I entered high school and the University of Fort Hare. When I was at Fremantle Boys High School, Lady Frey in the Eastern Cape, there was the prefect system. The prefect system was just elected by the institution of the school, that is, the teachers, the principal, and the deputy. That is the structure that elected the prefects of the school. That was undemocratic. Then, when we were transitioning to democracy, in 1989, there was the so called SRC, the Student Representative Council. That also was elected by students this time. It was undemocratic because it was just a group of friends that would elect each other. Same applies at Fort Hare. There was the SANSCO or SASCO, whatever you call it. That was elected by a group of friends. Friends would gather, elect each other. That they would call it democracy. The reason why I talk about democratic centralism, just like President Zuma says, what tends to happen with elections is that a certain group of friends will collide and make elections that are all about themselves. That is undemocratic. Democratic centralism should be spread over to be inclusive. There must be full participation of the membership as it is defined. Democratic centralism seems to be more of an improved, or shall I say, an interrupted autocracy. It does have some autocracy in its own constitutionality. We need then a more modernized democratic centralism where people are participants in the structures, not a top-down approach, more managerial approach. I support democratic centralism. However, I do have criticism around it. Hence, I say that it's a top-down approach. We need a liberal approach, liberal democracy, where people can raise their voice openly, build up their structures freely. I support liberal democracy. People have got a voice. Democratic centralism must be scrutinized. It must be challenged. People must have a voice. Very important for the people to be participants, understand exactly how it works. I submit.